So this is going to be our little answer to our question and answers or session that we asked people on Facebook, and well, we asked you all if you had any questions regarding our adventure. So we thought we'd take some time and answer them. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a sheet at a time. We're going to make a it's probably going to be 3 different videos, because otherwise it's too long.
And you don't want to sit here and watch this for an hour.
No. Okay, so the first question, and we're going to go back and forth. So the first question comes from our friend Don Chapman. Thank you, Don. And he asks, what was the most surprising cultural difference that you have found in our adventure?
We've been through this. Cultural difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. How nice people are? Is that a cultural difference?
I think specifically it is, if you can specifically state what it is why they're nice, how they're nice.
Well, I just think that people are so friendly. I'm not used to people being as friendly as they were like down south and everything.
Right.
Up in New England, we're a little more stuffy, or more reserved.
Are you saying that we walk around? Okay, if I can spin on that, man.
Sure, go ahead.
I think one of the things that comes into play is the manners that people have, and that people where we're from seem to be sometimes pretty preoccupied.
Yes.
So they don't seem to take the time to say excuse me or pardon me or hold the door or how's your day, or smile at you, say hello, things like that. Where the farther south you go, I think it started in South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina or North Carolina. We could start to see the difference in attitude a little bit. And then in Texas, it really started to shine through quite a bit.
Absolutely.
And then somewhere in New Mexico, it was suddenly dying back again. And then Colorado was like, yeah. So
people are preoccupied.
So they're preoccupied. That's what we'll say. We're preoccupied.
Leave it like that.
Yep. Tracy asks, have you found a place that you never want to see again? And she's got a 2-parter here. What's the craziest food and cocktail you had? Who is the friendliest person you've ever met? So where was
a lot of questions, Trace.
Okay, let's do it one at a time. Quick. Place that you never want to see again.
Oh God, that Buccaneer State Park was it Mississippi?
Yes.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Buccaneer. I have another name for that, but this is PG,
yeah,
so
you can't say it.
Yeah, I would go with Buccaneer, and I would also go with the center, the highway of Austin, Texas. It's the craziest highway we've ever seen.
Yeah, way too many people.
What is the craziest food and cocktail you ever had?
Trace, I'm kind of boring. I just drink wine.
Yeah, she just drinks wine. So the craziest food that I've ever had. Don't you have a food?
No.
Okay, so all right. So you think about it, and I'll go. Yeah. So we're not eating up too much time. The craziest food I ever had was we went to this place in Newberry, South Carolina. It was a little restaurant, and they had a thing called shrimp and grits. Well, that's not so unusual, except the grits part was a grit cake, which I think that they either bake or deep fry. They take the grits and they form it and they put it in a pan and they either deep fry it or bake it. And it's really neat because it's got this crust on the outside and it's sort of cheesy inside. And so that was pretty awesome.
That was good.
Craziest drink I ever had. I don't remember the name of it.
But it was in Newberry, right?
It was in Newberry again, at a bar called, I think, The Bar. And it was in this beautiful crystal goblet, and it was, I don't know what it was, but it was rocking. It was absolutely cool.
Yeah, you like to try a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. So okay, now who is the friendliest person you ever met?
I don't have anybody in particular. I know you do, but I mean,
We're
I meet
so
a lot.
Glad you're on the show.
You know, everybody in Texas was really friendly.
I feel like this is a Joaquin moment with David Letterman. You ever seen that
No.
moment?
Who's
When
Joaquin?
is it, what's his last name? Joaquin, the guy that played Johnny Cash. He was
Oh,
like a deplorable little guest there for a while. For
Was he? Well,
Uncle
I'm probably
Dave.
not a great guest.
No,
I
you're
don't know
better
if
than
it-
that.
oh,
You're
well,
much better
thanks.
than that. Who is the friendliest person I've ever met? I believe to be, and I wish I could remember his name. It was a cowboy / pastor that we met in Caprock Canyon in Texas, in Kitty Cay, Texas. He was a very nice man. Came over to welcome us to the state park, and again, showing that Texas pride. Really nice people from Texas. All right, so next question is from Jill. She says, what is something new that you have found out about each other since this all started, good or bad? Nice question, Jill. Thanks. So what would you say is a good thing or a bad thing that you have found out about me since, and I don't
I
know.
would probably say a good thing is that you're very creative. You like to do the videos. You like to do the blogs. You're very in depth with all of that
Thank
stuff.
you very much. Appreciate that.
And the worst aspect?
It's got to be Uncle Frankie.
His alter ego, Frankie. Frankie
Frankie,
comes out
yeah.
when John gets frustrated.
Yeah, I get
We
frustrated.
laugh at it now.
Right, that's good therapy, because I'll just go off on this tirade, and we'll just be sometimes before I go off on it, I like Frankie's coming to town.
And he does.
The good thing and the bad thing about Yvette. Oh, the good thing about her is I think that you've really come into that whole navigation thing where you thought it was really going to be a hard thing or something you didn't want to do, and you really are excelling at it. I mean, you can take a map now, look at it, and understand it. You couldn't do that 6 or 8 months ago.
No, I never looked at a map before.
No, and it's really hard because in some of the places we go, we have no familiarity at all with either the topography or the how the highways are laid out.
I mean, it's still difficult sometimes
I know,
when we're in
but
the heat of the moment of
yeah.
trying to get through
It
somewhere.
can be hard.
Sometimes that's not a...
The bad
easy
thing
time.
about her is that, oh my God, I can't say it on camera though.
What do you mean you can't
No,
say
I
it
don't
on
know.
camera?
I don't know what I don't actually have a bad thing for you. I don't think.
Go ahead, just say it.
I just don't know.
If
I
I'm
really
not here
can't think
next
of anything.
time,
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
know that he said something bad.
Okay, so that's going to round it up for this round of questions. That was a short video, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to stop here, and you're going to stay tuned for the next video on questions and answers from the turtle and the tiger for the two of us. So see you in a bit.
In a moment.